Hello my dear students. So in the last class we have studied about the dehydration of ethanol to ethane. Nothing but the topic is dehydration of alcohols. And in that we have studied that mechanism. Mechanism was so important, beta. Try to make practice all the steps. Good. So from that dehydration of alcohols topic, now in this video class we are going to discuss the some need points, ultimately important points. Good. So let us go for in that first point, dehydration of alcohol. Let us take same example what we have studied in previous class. Which alcohol? Ethyl alcohol, or we can say ethanol. Good. What is the formula of ethanol? CH3 bond, CH2 bonded to OH. Ethyl alcohol, or we can say that ethanol. Ethanol upon heating with concentrated H2SO4 at the temperature is 170 degrees Celsius, or we can say 443 Kelvin. I told you. And also we can use another reagent. ये भी मैंने आपको बता दिया. That is Al2O3 at 350 degrees Celsius. And also we can use another reagent. इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ this is important for NEET. Okay. And also we can use another reagent, concentrated H3PO4, concentrated phosphoric acid by using a suitable temperature, that is nothing but 200 degrees Celsius. Along with temperature, try to remember along with temperature, because of these are thermodynamically controlled reaction, means it depends on temperature. अगर temperature change किए ना, product भी change हो जाता. That's why I'm saying that. Good. So ethanol on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degrees Celsius, or heating with alumina at 350 degrees Celsius, or heating with concentrated phosphoric acid at 200 degrees Celsius. By using any one, we can do the dehydration. Okay? OH connected is alpha. Alpha का side carbon beta बोलना पड़ेगा. And I told you clearly, from beta carbon we have to remove the hydrogen, and from alpha carbon we have to remove the OH group. H combines with OH and removed in the form of water molecule. That means dehydration was over. Good. So from beta we removed here one hydrogen, means we are getting CH2. After that single bond become क्या हो सकता है बेटा? Double bond. And from alpha position we are removing OH group. So after removal of OH, remaining is nothing but only CH2. So the answer is nothing but ethene. This only we have studied yesterday, but I didn't say H3PO4. Try to remember. Good. Ethanol on heating with any one reagent at the respective temperatures, they will give the product is ethene. So we have to say that answer is nothing but alkene. Okay, now so ethanol gives ethene, propanol gives propane. Like that, alkene is the product at the respective temperatures by using the suitable reagent. ये तुम्हारा mind में remember करना. Good. Next point I am going to show you. Again same I am going to take beta ethyl alcohol. What is the formula of ethyl alcohol? C2H5OH. Same reactant I am going to take. Same catalyst also I am going to be add. Means reagent. The reagent is concentrated sulfuric acid. Upon treatment with concentrated sulfuric acid, but at the temperature is 140 degrees Celsius. This is important. ऊपर कितना temperature था? In both the cases reactants are same, reagent is same, but temperature is different. Due to difference of temperature, here we are getting different product. Here we are not getting alkene or ethane. So here which product you are going to get? And also we can hear another reagent upon heating with alumina. Alumina temperature 250 degrees Celsius. Alumina at 350 that gives alkene or ethene, and alumina at 250 here it gives a product ether. What is the product? Ether. Very important. Good. So ether का formula ROR. R means alkyl. Here how many alkyl groups are there? Only one alkyl. But in ether, how many alkyl groups we required? 2 alkyl groups we required. So 2 moles of ethyl alcohol. Okay, now right. So the product is C2H5O C2H5. Or we can say ROR, looking like ether. But which ether you are getting here? Ethyl. So we have to be say that diethyl ether. This is your product. And how many hydrogens are here? 2 ethyl already they have covered, but remaining how many hydrogens? 2. How many oxygen? 2 oxygen. यहाँ पर एक cover कर लिए. Remaining 1 oxygen, 2 hydrogen. Means here we have to do dehydration. Both are dehydration procedures. Reactant is same. Reagent is also same. But यहाँ पर 170 at 140. H2SO4 170, product is ethene or alkene, but at 140 the answer is nothing but what, Nana? Ether. This point you have to be remembered. Good. Right, let us go for another reaction neat point of view. I am going to show you same thing. I am not going to change any reactant. Same reactant I have taken. Again, what is the reactant we are going to consider? The reactant is ethanol. With this one only we are going to be considered. Okay, ethanol on reaction with concentrated what beta H2SO4, but at the temperature is only 110 degrees Celsius. Okay ना, remaining Al2O3 यहाँ पर fit नहीं हो सकता. Okay, like this ना. Right. So H2SO4 first of all it is divided into the H plus and HSO4 minus. At 110 degrees Celsius, concentrated sulfuric acid dissociates into H plus and HSO4 minus. Now that H plus combines with OH minus and removed in the form of water molecule, nothing but we have to say that undergo dehydration. Good. Remaining group is what? Ethyl. What is the formula of ethyl? C2H5. And here, what is the remaining group? HSO4. We have to be right here as it is. So what is the product name? Ethyl. बीच में क्या है? Hydrogen. Okay, right, hydrogen. What is the group? SO4 means we have to be say that sulfate. So the product name is ethyl hydrogen sulfate, or we can say ethyl bisulfate. Okay na? Right, now listen carefully. Reactant is same, ethanol, ethanol, ethanol. Reagent भी same use कर रहे हैं, H2SO4, H2SO4, H2SO4. But you see the product, you are getting different products because of product formation here depends on the temperature condition. H2SO4 170, product is alkene or ethene. H2SO4 140, product is nothing but ether. Upon heating with H2SO4 at 110 degrees Celsius, it gives bisulfate, or we can say hydrogen sulfate. Remember the temperatures and remember the products. This is very important task to you. Try to focus. Good, better. Yeah. Next topic I am going to discuss with you. One is nothing but primary alcohols. And information A be important point, objective point. This is also for only objective. Okay, no? One is primary alcohol and one more is nothing but secondary alcohol. And also I am going to consider tertiary alcohols. Okay, no? Primary, secondary, tertiary. All the alcohols, they undergo dehydration. Yesterday I told you. But in the three, which alcohol usually undergo dehydration? Tertiary alcohol. I told you now beta yesterday, due to formation of tertiary carbocation and due to weaker nature of CO bond. We have studied clearly. Good. So which alcohol easily undergo dehydration or elimination? Okay na? Right. So which alcohol easily undergo elimination or dehydration beta? Tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol. Right. So primary, secondary, tertiary, all three alcohols, they undergo elimination, but they are going to ask you. Remember karo jara, be careful, try to important, only for objective. Elimination reactions. Which reactions? Elimination reactions. Elimination reactions are mainly two types. One is even elimination reaction, one more is nothing but E2 elimination reaction. Even ka meaning unimolecular elimination reaction. E2 का meaning that is nothing but bimolecular elimination reaction. Okay na? Looking like unimolecular substitution, nucleophilic substitution reaction, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. We have studied in halogen compounds. Same as this copy paste. Okay, एक बार try to think. Primary alkyl halides, they are easily undergo. They follows the mechanism SN2 mechanism. 2 means bimolecular. So simple compounds always prefer bimolecular, and steric compound means especially tertiary and secondary alkyl halides, they undergo the mechanism SN1 mechanism. Tertiary and okay, na secondary, they are having somewhat steric concept due to positive inductive effect too. So tertiary and secondary alkyl halides, due to their positive inductive effective nature and steric nature, they are more preferable for unimolecular reaction, and simple compounds preferable for bimolecular reaction. As it is, you can do copy paste, but यहाँ पर substitution का case, यहाँ पर कौन सा case बेटा? This is the case of elimination case बेटा, okay ना? Right. So here primary alcohols, just now I told you, primary alcohols, they mostly prefers which mechanism beta? Bimolecular mechanism, means they undergo E2 elimination reaction. Primary alcohols, they goes to prefer E2 elimination reactions, and secondary and tertiary, mostly they prefers E1 elimination reactions. Okay na? Question. Among the following, which easily undergo dehydration or elimination, easily undergo dehydration or elimination according to E1 elimination? A. Methyl alcohol, B. Isopropyl alcohol, C. Okay, isobutyl alcohol, D. Tertiary butyl alcohol. Now tell me answer is what? Answer is tertiary butyl alcohol, because of tertiary alcohol is more steric and more positive inductive effect and weaker nature of CO bond, it easily undergo E1 elimination. So secondary and tertiary, mostly they prefers E1 elimination, and primary alcohols they prefers what na? E2 elimination. That means methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol prefers E2 mechanism, and isobutyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol, they will prefers what na? E1 eliminations. Is A topic से आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, which easily undergo E1 elimination, which easily undergo E2 elimination, like that questions they are going to ask you. So primary alcohols they will prefers E2 elimination, and secondary and tertiary mostly they will undergo what beta? E1 elimination mechanisms. Okay na? Good. Next topic, very important topic I am going to start, that is nothing but Sage's rule. Which rule beta? Sage's rule, or we can say one more name is nothing but JC rule. This topic already we have studied in chapter 1 also, but in that chapter we have studied about the elimination or dehydrohalogenation. But here elimination is what? Dehydration. That is a different. Both are same. In first chapter we have studied about the dehydrohalogenation, one type of elimination. Here what? Dehydration. It is another type of elimination, but rule is same beta. Okay? Yeah, Sage's rule. What is meant by Sage's rule? In elimination reactions, what we are getting in dehydration or elimination reactions, after the loss of water molecule, we are getting the product is nothing but alkene. We are getting the product is alkene. So which type of alkene is more stable? This is the question mark. In elimination reactions, which alkene is more stable? Sometimes you will get more than one product nana. In that cases, to decide stability of the product, which alkene is major and which alkene is minor, to decide that, in that case we have to follow the Sage's rule. It is silent letter beta. Okay na? Good. So alkene is more stable. Which alkene? According to rule, more substituted alkene. More substituted alkene. More substituted alkene is more stable. According to the rule is nothing but Sage's rule, because of as the number of substituted chain goes to be increases, respective hyperconjugation structures also increases. So more substituted alkene is more stable due to the mechanism is nothing but hyperconjugation. This point you have to be remembered. Hyperconjugation, nothing but resonating structures beta. Okay, by using alpha hydrogen, okay, now we have to do nothing but sigma pi conjugation beta. Good. So around the alkene should contain maximum number of side chains around C double bond C group. As the number of side chains around C double bond C goes to increases, stability also increases due to resonance or due to hyperconjugation mechanism. मैं आपको अब example बता देता हूँ. The example is CH3 bond CH above plane CH3 bonded to CH. First suppose below plane connected to OH and it connected to the group is nothing but what, beta? CH3. It is a alcoholic compound I have given to you. If you want, you can write IUPAC name easily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, na beta? Let us write the nomenclature. Numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. Second place connected to OH and third carbon connected to CH3. So 3-methyl butane 2-ol, or we can say 2-butanol. This is the IUPAC name of the respective alcohol. Right. Now that alcohol you suppose undergo heating with concentrated sulfuric acid. Then it gives what is the product, which alkene, how many alkenes it goes to be formed, and in that which is major and which one is minor. All we are going to be decided on the basis of Sageov concept. Good. Let us go for start the answer, or we can say solution right now. Yes, first of all we have to take the as it is given alcohol. What is the given alcohol? CH3 bonded to CH. Above the group is nothing but CH3 and CH connected to another CH. CH from the below plane connected to what, beta? OH. Again it connected to the group is nothing but CH3. Good. So here reaction taking place with what? Concentrated sulfuric acid, evergreen dehydrating agent. So we have to be right H plus. That H plus we have to be considered from concentrated sulfuric acid. Good. So we have to follow the mechanism. Which mechanism? I told you yesterday. Which mechanism, beta? That is nothing but dehydration of ethanol to ethene. Okay, without doing mechanism also we can do shortly. I will tell you how to do the reactions. Concentrated sulfuric acid. We are heating with concentrated sulfuric acid. OH connected is alpha. Okay, na? And adjacent carbon is beta. And here also another adjacent carbon is a beta. So in this complex, you see this example, ethyl alcohol. One alpha, one beta. But you see this example. Only one alpha, but how many betas are there? 2 betas are there. As the available of beta hydrogens increases, respective products goes to be increased. Okay na? So यहाँ पर कितने beta carbon से? 2 beta carbon, and both they are having beta hydrogen. Means here we have the possible chances of 2 alkene products. Good. And to avoid confusion, अपन एक काम करेंगे. Inside beta, you write beta 1 elimination. Outside beta, and you suppose you denote as beta 2 elimination. Good. Let us write now beta 1 elimination. What is the product? Beta 1 elimination. That means hydrogen removed from the beta 1 carbon. CH3 group as it is. Bond. Which carbon? Beta 1 carbon. We are doing beta 1 elimination. That means beta 1 place से hydrogen को अपन remove कर देना. Good. After removal of hydrogen, we have to write only C. C above plane, what is the group is there? CH3. Okay, good. Write down as it is. After removal of hydrogen, यहाँ पर single bond becomes double bond. Okay, very nice. From alpha position, what we are removing? OH group को remove कर दो. Remaining is nothing but CH, and it connected to the group is nothing but CH3. Okay, beta. Good. Let us go for now beta 2 elimination, and here along with that what we are getting, beta? Water molecule. A type 1, or we can say case 1. Let us go for case 2, beta 2 elimination. Okay, right, beta 2 elimination. CH3 carbon as it is. This is beta 1, we have to write as it is. Above plane the group is nothing but CH3. ये भी fix करना पड़ेगा. Next, connected to what is the group? CH as it is. From alpha place we have to remove the OH. Good. After removal of OH, between alpha and beta we have to write the double bond. From beta to place we are removing one hydrogen. CH3 becomes CH2. So from beta to H combines with OH in the form of water molecule, and between single bond become double bond. Here also we are getting water molecule. Nothing but दो भी process में अपन क्या कर रहे हैं? Dehydration. Nothing but we are doing elimination. This is beta 1 elimination product. This is beta 2 elimination. Okay now, beta 1 elimination का meaning hydrogen removed from the beta 1 carbon. Beta 2 का meaning hydrogen removed from the beta 2 carbon. Okay now, right. So both are nothing but dehydration procedures. Good, beta. Now, how many products you are getting? 2 alkenes you are getting. AB alkene, AB alkene. In the 2 alkenes are which one is major product and which one is minor product. How can you decide? We can decide on the basis of Sajoff rule. More substituted alkene is more stable due to reason hyperconjugation. Good. So this is the alkene. How many substituted groups are there? 1 substituent, 2 substituent, 3 substituent. Around C double bond C, how many substitute side chains are there? 3 alkyl side chains. Okay, go for second one. C double bond C, right side, no more substituent. And this is only substitute 1. एक ही substitute है यहाँ पर. Okay ना? Around C double bond C, substitute alkyl group is 1. यहाँ पर substitute alkyl group is 3. As substituted, as alkyl side chain goes to be increased, okay na, increases, stability goes to be increased. So beta 1 gives stable, beta 2 gives stable alkene beta. Beta 1 it gives more stable product, or we can say this is nothing but major product, and beta 2 is nothing but minor product. And also we can say as per hyperconjugation also. Sir, by using hyperconjugation, how to decide the stability? Good. C double bond C, adjacent carbon is alpha. Okay na? Again alpha, again alpha. Alpha carbon, alpha carbon, alpha carbon. Number of alpha carbons are 3. Let us go for alpha hydrogen. 3, 3, 3. 9 alpha hydrogens are there. What is the formula to calculate the number of hyperconjugation structures? So number of hyperconjugation structures formula is number of alpha hydrogen plus 1. This is the formula. Formula to calculate the number of hyperconjugative structures or resonating structures. The formula is number of alpha hydrogen plus 1. So here how many alpha hydrogen? 9. 9 plus 1 bole to 10. Means by using that beta 1 product we can write 10 conjugative structures. That's why we have to be say that due to more resonative nature we have to be say that is major product and this is nothing but minor. And by using this how many okay na hyperconjugative structures you can write? C double bond C, adjacent is alpha. Alpha contain only one, don't consider beta. Alpha contain only one hydrogen. 1 plus 1 means we can write only 2 structures, and by using this we can write the 10 structures. In that way we have to decide the stability of the alkene. ये तुम्हारा Sajoff rule. Now I am going to give you 2 to 3 examples for Sajoff rule for dehydration. Try to decide stability of the alkene. Will you decide beta? I hope you can do. Right. The question is, yes, here I have taken one cyclohexane ring, and you suppose one of the carbon here connected to the group, that is nothing but methyl group, and same carbon you suppose connected to the group is OH. Okay beta? Yeah. So 1 methyl cyclohexanol. This is your reactant. It upon treatment with, it upon reaction with concentrated sulfuric acid, that means dehydrating agent. How to do dehydration? OH bonded is alpha, alpha adjacent is beta, alpha adjacent is beta, alpha adjacent is beta. Now see carefully in this question how many beta carbons are there? 3. above CH3 beta, adjacent as alpha is beta, AB क्या बोल सकते हैं beta. But in the ring is same. So अपन left beta, right beta, in the ring both are same. So you can consider any one beta position as a wish. Good. And you denote this is beta 1 product, and by using this hydrogen it gives beta 2 product. Shall we read the answer now? Yeah. Now I am going to write the beta 1 product. Means we are removing hydrogen from beta 1 position. Beta 1 से hydrogen को remove कर रहे हैं. Means like this. Beta 1 position, from this place we are removing one hydrogen. That means this bond goes to be delocalized here. At the same time we have to remove the OH group. From alpha OH remove करना पड़ेगा, and from beta we have to remove the H. H combines with OH and removed in the form of water molecule, nothing but dehydration mechanism. And after that we are getting the product is same cyclohexane ring. Central carbon connected to methyl. Okay, it is as it is. This group is as it is. Okay, na beta. From beta 1 we removed one hydrogen, and this bond goes to be delocalized inside like this. This is your beta 1 product now. Let us go to beta 2 product. From beta 2, what is the beta 2? CH3 carbon. From here I am going to remove one hydrogen. एक हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव करने के बाद CH3 become CH2. After removal of hydrogen, single bond becomes double bond. From alpha place, what we are removing? OH. Okay now. So between CH3 and benzene, we are going to get what now? One double bond, and नीचे का ring as it is, in that no change. Good. So double bond, alkene number 1, alkene number 2. Let us see. Around C, double bond C. Side chain 1, side chain 2, and side chain 3. How many substituents are there? 3 alkyl side chains. More substituted alkene. Let us go in that. C, double bond C. 1 and 2. Okay, now so how many side chains are there, beta? 2 side chain. But here how many side chains are there? 1, 2, 3. The alkane with, okay, now more substituted alkene is always more stable. So we have to say that this is nothing but what, Nana? Major product, and this is nothing but minor product. In that way we have to decide the stability of the, okay, now dehydration of alcohols. Okay, now right. On the basis of sage of one more evergreen example I want to give you now only. Right. Question is, this is only for objective question. That questions they can ask for theory and objective beta. Here I have taken one cyclopentane ring, and you suppose it connected to one ethyl group. On the chain, one of the carbon connected to OH. So this is nothing but, okay, now what, Nana? One of the alcoholic product. It upon heating with same thing, concentrated H2SO4. It gives what is the product. Good. Yeah, let us go for solution. Very important. First of all, here I have taken same respective given alcohol. We have to be read that as it is. Here we have to follow the mechanism, all 3 steps of dehydration. Step 1, protonation. Step 2, dehydration. Step 3, deprotonation. Like that we have to be proceed. Good. So this is nothing but alcohol. Step 1, protonation. What is meant by protonation? Addition of H plus. Addition of H plus. And in that alcohols, oxygen always contain 2 lone pair. So this is nothing but efficiency nature, donating nature, and H plus is deficiency in condition. So efficiency to deficiency means donor to acceptor, means we are doing protonation. Good. So after protonation, we are getting the product is cyclohexane ring, cyclopentane ring as it is, ethyl group B as it is, H attacking upon oxygen. So we have to be right OH2, 2 hydrogens. And oxygen is nothing but donating, the sign is nothing but positive. After protonation, what is the product we are getting in mechanism? Oxonium ion, O contain plus charge. Next, step 2, oxonium ion undergo dehydration. Minus H2O, dehydration. How to do dehydration? The bond between carbon to oxygen, due to more electronegativity of oxygen, this bond shifted towards the oxygen. So positive charge of oxygen goes to be neutralized by accepting this bond. After that, cyclopentane ring as it is, one here ethyl group B as it is, but central C act as donating group, so it contains the charge is plus. So we have to be say that secondary carbocation. Okay, na? Secondary, if possible, we can convert into tertiary. Otherwise, low membered ring we can convert into a higher membered ring. This is 5-membered ring, we can convert into a 6-membered ring into the carbocation form that was more stable. Let us do, so 5-membered ring we are converting into a 6-membered, nothing but already I told you in yesterday class, this procedure is nothing but ring expansion procedure. Ring expansion. 5 मेंबर को अपन 6 मेंबर बना दे रहे हैं. कैसे करना? हाउ टू डू रिंग एक्सपांशन. And this is the more crowding site, means okay now more substituted site, 1 2 3 substituted. Such more crowding site we have to be select because of they are more reactive. Okay, here we are going to dissociate the bond. After dissociation of this bond, after dissociation of this more crowding site, here one free pi, here free one bond is there. That free bond shifted or delocalized towards the कार्बोकैटायन. स्टीरिक साइड से कट करके उस बॉन्ड को अपन ओके ना कार्बोकैटायन को शिफ्ट कर देना. नथिंग बट रिंग को एक्सपांशन कर लिए. गुड. नो आफ्टर एक्सपांशन विच रिंग यू आर गेटिंग, विच मेंबर रिंग? 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 5 6 and connected to like that manner. Okay, so which membered ring you are getting? Now we are getting a 6 membered ring. Very good. After okay now here we got 6 membered ring, but 6 membered ring connected to what is the group? One methyl group. Okay, I am writing here methyl group as it is. Methyl connected carbon. From that adjacent carbon we are making bond breaking, means central steric okay now that contain the carbon, donating carbon. So we have to be right here, it is a tertiary carbocation. I mean here we are getting what kind of carbocation. Here also we are getting which carbocation? Yes, यहाँ पर भी अपने को here also we are getting secondary carbocation. What about before that ring expansion? Here also secondary. After ring expansion again we are getting secondary carbocation. Both are in secondary form, but before ring expansion it is a 5 membered ring, more repulsion, and after that we are getting a 6 membered ring, less repulsion. Less repulsion means it is more stable. Good. Step 1 protonation, step 2 dehydration, and go for last one, that is nothing but removal of minus H plus, nothing but removal of proton. This is called deprotonation step. Deprotonation. Good. Carbocation, nothing but alpha site. Adjacent is beta. Again adjacent is beta. Now tell me here how many beta positions are there? 2 beta position. Beta 1, from here we can remove the hydrogen. Beta 2, from here also we can remove the hydrogen. So here we are getting how many products? 2 products. Let us write first of all beta 1 product. Means from beta 1 position we have to remove the hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव कर दो, बॉन्ड को अंदर शिफ्ट करो, पॉजिटिव बिकम न्यूट्रल. सो बीटा 1 इट गिव्स द प्रोडक्ट इज सेम cyclohexane ring. Here the group is nothing but methyl group. After removal of that hydrogen okay now is between alpha and beta, here we are getting one pi bond. Let us go for beta 2 product. Here also I am going to get a 6 membered ring. Okay now, right, and we are removing hydrogen from which carbon? Beta 2. From beta 2 position after removal of hydrogen again here we are getting one pi bond, but okay upon side carbon one methyl group is there, that will be as it is. So this is the product of beta 1 and this is the product of beta 2. Again now decide in the two which alkene is measured as per Sejaf rule. Good. In first alkene, double bonded compound alkene, it is also alkene. In first alkene, side chain 1, side chain 2, and it is nothing but side chain 3. Okay, around double bond, around alkene, here 3 side chains are there. So we have to be say that okay, this is nothing but what? More stable, or we can say major alkene. But you see here, one side chain, 2 side chain, दो side chain, around C double bond C, here only 2 side chains are there. So we have to be consider that this is nothing but minor product. In that way we have to be decide the stability of the alkene. In the procedure is nothing but dehydration of alcohols. Okay na? Yes, very very important beta. Right now, yes, now here I am going to start another topic, very important topic, that is nothing but dehydrogenation topic. Dehydrogenation reactions. What is mean by dehydrogenation? Dehydrogenation का meaning removal of H2, removal of hydrogen from the respective compounds. So the topic is, it is for theory now, theory cum objective both. The topic is dehydrogenation of alcohols. Dehydrogenation of alcohols, or we can say the clear heading is catalytic dehydrogenation of alcohols. Catalytic dehydrogenation of alcohols. Nothing but alcohols undergo dehydrogenation. From that alcohols we are going to remove the hydrogen by the use of suitable catalysts. One is nothing but copper, one more is nothing but silver, by using suitable temperature 573 Kelvin. Right, I am going to show the statement. So how we are doing what on a dehydrogenation? By using some catalyst. Which catalyst you are using beta? One is copper and one more is nothing but silver. By the use of the two respective catalysts we can do dehydrogenation. Okay, here I am going to show the conditions. Condition 1, primary alcohol. First suppose the formula is nothing but RCH2, CH2 bonded to OH. OH connected to carbon, carbon connected to another alkyl group. This is nothing but primary alcohol. Which alcohol beta? Primary alcohol. Now that primary alcohol undergo heating with copper, and also we can pass over the silver where the temperature is 573 Kelvin, or we can say 300 degree Celsius. So vapors of primary alcohol, or simply we can say primary alcohol, on passing over the hot copper or silver where the temperature is nothing but 573 Kelvin, it undergo the procedure dehydrogenation, means removal of hydrogen. Removal of what beta? Hydrogen. So remaining what you are going to be get, that one we have to be focused. R bonded to C. Okay, R bonded to C as it is. Here what you removed? Here we removed two hydrogen atoms in the form of H2 gas. So the question is, from which place you have removed the two atoms? One H atom, it was removed from the oxygen, and another H atom that was removed from the central carbon. Actually a central carbon contains two hydrogen. From that we have to be remove one hydrogen, remaining is nothing but CH. Another hydrogen atom we have to be removed, which is upon the oxygen. So after removal of hydrogen, that is nothing but what? Oxygen. So here we are getting the product. The product is nothing but aldehyde. Which product you are going to get better? Aldehyde. So statement अपना mind में perfect बनाइए अब. Not only methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, all primary alcohols, by passing over the surface of hot copper or silver, they undergo dehydrogenation and forms the product is nothing but acetaldehyde. Good. So primary alcohols on dehydrogenation gives aldehyde. This is okay now statement. This is the statement you have to be remembered. Let us go for this one example. R replaced by CH3. Then what we have to be write? CH3 bonded to CH2, CH2 bonded to OH. The compound name is called ethyl alcohol, or we can say ethanol. It is a primary alcohol. Okay. Now that ethyl alcohol or primary alcohol, by passing over the hot copper or silver by using a suitable temperature 573 Kelvin. Again here we have to be write R replaced by what? CH3. So the product is nothing but CH3 bonded to CH3. Its product name is nothing but acetaldehyde. Try to remember the formula. If you don't know the formula, you can't do anything. Try to remember the name and along with formula. Good. So after removal of what beta? H2, nothing but undergo dehydrogenation. Good. Primary alcohols on dehydrogenation with copper or silver at 573 Kelvin, they will give the product is nothing but aldehyde. So ethyl alcohol gives acetaldehyde. And next go for another topic I am going to discuss with you. R bonded to CH. CH below plane you suppose connected to OH group. Again you suppose it connected to R. Which alcohol? This is nothing but secondary alcohol. Now that secondary alcohol, or we can say vapors of secondary alcohol, by passing over the hot copper or silver at the temperature is 573 Kelvin. Again same thing, secondary alcohols, they undergo dehydrogenation. Removal of H2 will be takes place. Again the question is same thing, from which positions we are removing that hydrogen atoms. R bonded to C, this I am going to write as it is. From central C, we have to remove the one hydrogen, and adjacent oxygen contain one hydrogen. Such two hydrogens we have to be removed in the form of what? H2 gas. After removal of hydrogen between carbon and oxygen, single bond becomes double bond. And again that C connected to R. So R bond C double bond O bonded to R. So the product name is nothing but ketone. What is the product beta? Ketone. C double bond O group. Here you are getting. Good. So primary alcohols on dehydrogenation gives aldehydes and secondary alcohols on dehydrogenation gives ketone. This point you have to be remember. Let us go for this one example. Again RR. Both the R groups I am going to replace by methyl. First suppose CH3 bonded to CH and below plane you suppose it connected to OH group, again it connected to CH3. So this is nothing but what is the compound name? Isopropyl alcohol, or we can say IUPAC name is nothing but 2-propanol. What is the IUPAC name beta? 2-propanol. Right. Now that isopropyl alcohol or secondary alcohol by passing over the hot copper or silver at the temperature same thing 573 Kelvin, that gives the product is nothing but again R replaced by what? CH3. Same we have to do CH3 bond C double bond O. Again R in place of R. Here we have taken CH3. So CH3 bond C double bond O bond CH3. Here also we are getting ketone product, but in place of 2 CH3 we have to say that this is called acetone. Example for ketone. After the removal of what beta? H2 gas. Nothing but dehydrogenation. Go for last case, tertiary alcohols. Good. So tertiary alcohol, directly I am going to show the structure. CH3 bond C. You suppose above plane it connected to CH3 and you suppose below plane one OH group is there and right side it connected to another CH3. OH connected to carbon, carbon connected to surrounding 3 carbon. So this is nothing but tertiary and total 4 carbons are there, butyl alcohol. So compound name is nothing but tertiary butyl alcohol. Now the tertiary butyl alcohol, again same thing by passing over the hot Cu or Ag and the temperature is 573 Kelvin. Very important point. Final touch I am going to say. Primary alcohols gives aldehyde after dehydrogenation. Secondary alcohols gives ketones after dehydrogenation. But tertiary alcohols, they won't undergo dehydrogenation. Instead of dehydrogenation, they undergo dehydration. Means we have to do the removal of water molecule. So how to remove the water molecule? Same like beta elimination mechanism. OH connected is alpha, again adjacent is beta. ACR 3 beta positions are there, all they are in same nature, CH3, CH3, CH3. So you can select any one methyl group from the respective environment. Good. CH3 bonded to C. Okay. Above plane connected to CH3. Good. From right beta we are removing one hydrogen, means okay, now after removal of hydrogen we are getting double bond CH2. From beta position, एक hydrogen, from alpha OH, they combine with each other and we are getting the molecule is water molecule. Primary alcohols, they undergo dehydration. Primary alcohols on heating with copper or silver undergo dehydrogenation. Secondary alcohols, they also undergo dehydrogenation, but tertiary alcohols, they undergoes dehydration. Focus on this point. Be careful. Okay. And primary alcohols after dehydrogenation gives aldehydes. Secondary alcohols after dehydrogenation gives ketones, and tertiary alcohols after dehydration it gives the product is nothing but alkene. Very important. And its name is nothing but isobutene. Isobutene. Like Lucas reagent. What is the use of Lucas reagent? Useful to distinguish the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Again same thing, by using this method upon heating with copper and silver, we can also do the distinguishing of what Nana? Various types of alcohols, because of primary gives aldehydes and secondary gives ketones and tertiary gives alkenes. So 3 different alcohols upon heating with copper or silver, they will give 3 different products. On the basis of the 3 different products we have to be confirmed that okay, now given alcohol is what, either it was in primary or secondary or tertiary. I hope you understand this clearly, Nana. Okay, right. In tomorrow's class, we are going to discuss the important reactions of, that is nothing but oxidation reactions of alcohols by using number of oxidizing agents. That we will discuss in tomorrow class better. Okay.